Never let anybody see you sweat.
So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener. I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw. Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Bob Vilna claims his car was hit in a parking lot, but after he confronted the driver, she refused to cover the damage. Jackie Santos says her mechanic gave a much lower repair estimate than what Mr. Vilna demanded.
Mr. Vilna, you're suing Ms. Santos for $1,750 in damages to your car that you say were her fault. Tell me what happened.
So, a few months ago, Miss Jackie did a hit and run on my car, and now she refuses to pay the damages done to my bumper that needs replaced. I was leaving the bar with a couple of my friends on a Sunday afternoon, and I witnessed, walking to my car, her hitting me. Then she got out for 2 seconds, got back in her car. I ran down trying to chase her. Couldn't get her in time. She didn't hear me, whatever. And then she got in her car and drove off.
So how did you find her?
I managed to take a picture of her license plate, tracked her down online, gave her a call literally that day. And then she was super apologetic when she found out, you know, who was on the other line.
What answer did she give you for why she fled?
Well, essentially, what she said was she just didn't know what to do, and there wasn't that much damage done to the car anyways, which I found pretty humorous. Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. And did you tell her you got to pay?
Absolutely, yeah.
And what did she say?
She did say yes, she will pay. And
then you got an estimate, and the estimate was $1,750, and magically she doesn't want to pay.
Well, I didn't get the quote from my mechanic until days after she sent me $250 over, like,
Had you
virtual
two
payments.
talked about $250?
Yeah, she sent me $250
No,
that day.
that wasn't my question. I need you to listen to my question. Had you two talked about $250?
No.
Okay.
No.
So how would she know where to send the $250? How did she send it?
I have no idea. I guess it was out of good graces.
No. Would she mail it to your home? How would she have your address?
I'm assuming she just did it out of good graces. Like
That wasn't my question. How did she know your address? Had the two of you exchanged information?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I gave
And you
her payment
received the $250 in what form? In the mail? In a check?
No, through Venmo.
Okay, so let's backtrack. If you got it through Venmo, she would have to know your phone number, your Venmo number, in order to be able to pay you. So she took the risk of whatever number you called from and just sent it to that number?
Pretty much.
Okay, is that accurate?
No.
How did that happen?
I sent the $250 electronically to him.
How did you know what address to send it to?
Because he contacted me first. He called me.
So you knew his cell phone number?
So I knew his cell phone number.
So you assumed the cell phone number would be his...
His Zelle, yes. And he showed his name.
Venmo, whatever it was,
Yeah.
some cash app. So how did you come up with the figure $250?
So at the same day that he called me, I went to my mechanic and I asked him what would be the average price I have to give it to him for him to fix his car. And then I showed exactly, he sent me a picture of the damage that I did. I got this picture and I showed to my mechanic, and my mechanic said that it would be just painting. That's why it was only $250, because he already had pre-existing damages in his car.
Did you have pre-existing damage to your bumper?
I did.
So how did you know that? Okay, I have a question for you. You get into your car and you hit the car behind you. Why did you leave?
So it was dark already. I was leaving the bar. I got into my car, and then he literally boxed me in between two cars. I had literally no space to move at all. I was boxed in between two cars, and then as I was trying to pull out, I hear that I tap on the car back.
Hold on a second, sir. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know what's so funny. This is a court of law. Show a little bit of an appropriate response. Do not chime out your opinions while she's testifying. I'm trying to hear her testimony. Go ahead.
So I heard the noise that I tapped into his car, and then I got out of the car, and then I looked at it, and I already knew there were pre-existing
How
damages
did you know
before.
there was pre-existing damage?
Because I took a picture here. That's the
Why
evidence.
did you take a picture before you got in the car?
When I got out of the bar, I was shocked because I got there and I was boxed in between two cars. And then as a joke, I messaged my friend and I was like, oh my God, look at this. An idiot parked too close of me.
Okay, but then who's the idiot who gets in the car and then can't get out but tries to and hits the car? Like, in other words, you actually know that you can't get out, which is bad, but then you try to figure out who owns a car and you try to see if he can get out, and instead of just going and hitting him.
I didn't hit him like that. I literally tapped, like I opened my door.
A love tap. It was just a little love tap.
Yeah, it was just a tap.
Yeah, except for that it damaged his car, right?
Coming up on Justice for the People.
I'm trying to come to the right conclusion here, which takes into account that you are a person who hit a car and left, because I don't like that.
And later,
Were you doing your part, or what? Did you find it hard to do your part?
I was doing the part to the best of my ability.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Bob Vilna, who blames Jackie Santos for property damage.
So now you're saying that this crack here was pre-existing damage.
Yes,
Do you have
exactly.
any other pictures?
I don't, but he
Do
sent
you
me
have
other
pictures? Okay, you agree that all this is pre-existing damage? Yes or no, Mr. Vilna?
Oh, yes, yes.
So according to you, the damage she did was this one here on the right?
That's correct.
Okay.
It's not exactly the best photo, but yeah.
And your estimate, I presume, includes an entirely new bumper.
Exactly.
Well, the damage is done pre-existing. I never had a problem with my bumper before that, other than obviously the crack in it. But after she hit my car, the bumper literally started vibrating up against the tire, and it made it almost undrivable. That's what made my mechanic say, you need to replace the bumper now. It was completely drivable and completely fine.
Do you have anything from
before
your
her.
mechanic that says the car, the bumper's vibrating? Or do you just have a bill from the mechanic for what a new bumper would be?
Well, no, before...
Yes or no?
Before she hit my car.
I just need to know you're hearing my questions. Are you hearing my question? What was my question? Do you have anything from the mechanic to buttress what you just said? You said, oh, this didn't shake until she hit it, so now because it's shaking, it's dangerous. Do you have that, or do you only have an estimate for replacing the bumper?
I just have an estimate.
Right.
Because there's no way to really prove that.
That's not true. If there's no way to prove it, why are you saying it?
How can I prove that my
You
car is
said-
making a sound before
How
she
can you
hit it?
prove it? You have the mechanic test drive it and say it inside of the report.
Well, why would I have my mechanic test drive something whenever it was drivable?
Okay.
I didn't have my mechanic
Did you not
test drive
just
it
say
until
that the thing is
after she did the
shaking?
damages.
Did you not just say that your bumper is shaking now and rattling and loose?
Yeah, I didn't just drive around like that for months with it vibrating and shaking and then use that as an excuse
So your
to get a
mechanic
new
would be
bumper.
able to verify that, right?
Right,
But he's not here to verify it, nor does his report say any such thing.
correct.
So you want to just get away with paying $250 after you hit him and left the scene.
I went to my mechanic and I showed
Your
him the
mechanic
picture.
can't give a real estimate of
Correct.
damages by a picture. You know that, right?
Correct.
Right. So why didn't you have your mechanic? Why don't you tell him? Why don't you come in and see my mechanic? You know, and then it'll be affordable for me. Why didn't you do that?
He said he would check with his mechanic, and he said he was okay with me checking with my mechanic. So that's what we decided to do. So he said he would check with his mechanic and would get back to me. And I said, okay, I would give you the $250 that my mechanic said that would cover only the painting. And then I gave him the $250.
That's more than you can't paint over the damage. You still have to fix the damage.
The one to the side.
Yeah,
it
I
was
know,
a
the one to
little
the side. We're
scratch.
only talking about the one to the side.
Yeah.
Now, let me explain a few things to you. I realize you did not do the other damage. There's a concept in the law called the eggshell plaintiff, which means you take your plaintiff as you find him. So if it turns out that what you did was like the last straw on the camel's back that broke the camel, that's going to be on you. The problem I have is he has no real evidence of anything he just said. So I got to watch that he's not just trying to take your little damage and pay for that big damage that he did himself and drove around with.
Exactly.
Okay? So I'm trying to come to the right conclusion here, which takes into account that you are a person who hit a car and left, because I don't like that. And takes into account that, you know, yeah, it's conceivable what he's saying. He just, you know, according to him, how would my mechanic even know that? Yeah, there's really easy ways, because I've been doing this my whole life. People come in with the report from the mechanic who says that, you know, it would be X, but it's got to be Y, because that, you know, ended up ruining the structural integrity of the, you know, that's all. It's super easy. He doesn't have that. But your theory that you can get away with hitting a car, leaving, and paying $250, I'm not buying that either. Yeah.
Can I say something?
Sure.
So when I left the bar and I got into my car, and then I was shocked because I saw that I had no space at all, and I got there before him. So I parked the car first. So he parked the car.
How do you know that the car in front of you didn't park after you got there?
Yeah, both cars parked after I got there. When I got there,
so
I got there
in other words,
first.
he doesn't know he knows how much space he left between you and him.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous, to leave that little space. But he doesn't know how much space there is between you and the car in front of you unless he studied the situation.
True.
But all you got to do is not leave. That's all you got to do. Just stay there until the end. Go into the bar, ask who's the owner of and then so that you don't have the problem that you had. So, you know, and I know that you know you had a problem because you actually took a picture beforehand.
I literally...
Right, so you know you've got a problem, and then you get in the car and go,
yeah,
and then you leave.
When
I'm
I got out
ordering
of
you
the
to
car,
pay an additional $750 over the $250 that you had already paid, for a total of $1,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $750.
Well, you're a liar and a con artist, and you had all those damages. It was obvious that it wasn't me, so you're just trying to take money out of me. That's what you're trying to do.
Okay, I'm glad someone actually showed you to take responsibility for your actions and not run away from your problems like a child anymore.
Coming up,
How did she berate you? Tell me exactly what she did.
She called me talentless, unintelligent.
Talent? Wait, slow down. Talentless?
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. Linda Fernsby claims she reprimanded a member of her adult debate team for being unprepared, and he quit without paying his dues. Daniel Quirk says Miss Fernsby humiliated him with cruel insults, so he owes nothing.
Okay, Miss Fernsby, you are suing Mr. Quirk for $600 that you say he owes you the remaining balance of a debate team membership that he quit and didn't finish paying you for. Talk to me.
Yes, every member of our speech and debate team signs a contract, and
Okay.
I made that very clear to him when we began.
You normally collect the $700 up front, right?
Yes, I normally do.
Okay, but he expressed to you that he had difficulty with that?
Yes.
All right, so what did you allow?
He gave me $100 down, and then I was going to allow a $100 a month payment plan for him.
All right, now this debate team, talk to me about this. These are grown adults, they're not children.
Correct.
Correct?
They range in age from 20 to 30.
Okay, anyone over 18?
Yes.
All right, interesting. All right, so what goes wrong?
So we had this agreement for the payment plan, and then we began to do our rehearsals. He came to the very first rehearsal after he contacted me, and he did a great job. He entered in. He was engaging with the other team members. I felt like it was going very well. The second rehearsal, he came completely unprepared. He hadn't read anything, any of his research. He was exhausted from his daily job. I told him that this was unacceptable and that he needs to be prepared. After everyone left, he approached me, asked if he could have a moment with me, said that he didn't appreciate being called out in front of the other team members. So I heard him out and told him, this is how I run my team. This is what I expected from him, but that I would work on it and not do that again.
Okay, did it happen again?
Yes, it happened again.
Because what? How did he
Because
show up?
He came to the third rehearsal again, exactly the same way.
Coming up,
Did you call him those things in front of everybody?
I said he had no talent.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Linda Fernsby, who brought Daniel Quirk to court for breach of contract.
I would like to hear from you now, Mr. Quirk.
Hi, I did debate in high school. I did for 3 years, started as a sophomore, and then when I went to college, I had a job and I was in school, so I kind of focused on other things. I saw a flyer online for a debate club. I hit the link, I called her, we had a great call. So during our call, she said that I mentioned I don't have a lot of time for my job, so I don't have a lot of time to allocate towards full-on debate. So she made sure that I knew it was gonna be a fun hobby.
Were you doing your part, or what, did you find it hard to do your part?
I was doing the part to the best of my abilities,
Yeah.
to do the time I had to give.
Was it,
to the club.
if you, in a perfect world, would you call that your best performance?
No.
Okay, so tell me about how she handled it, though.
Not well. So the first meeting was fine. I came to our practice and I more observed. I watched the students, people debate. Second time, I was given a topic, the Revolutionary War, and I may have slipped up with George Washington in the date, but I did the best I could in that moment, and she berated me in front of the whole team.
How did she berate you? Tell me exactly what she did.
She called me talentless, unintelligent.
Talent? Wait, slow down. Talentless?
Yes. Talentless.
Okay.
No talent.
Okay.
Yeah. Said I was unintelligent.
Wait, how did she say she just said, you're unintelligent, because that's
Well,
a weird thing to say. What did she
paraphrasing.
say?
She said, talentless, I should be more prepared. I'm wasting her time and everyone else's time. Unintelligent. So.
She literally called you unintelligent.
She did.
Was she yelling?
Loud.
Was it embarrassing?
Very.
Judge Milian's verdict when justice for the people returns.
You handed me an affidavit from one of the fellows who was there.
From Martin, yes.
Martin Varan? Do you know Martin Varan?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I competed on Ms. Vernsby's debate team during the same season as Mr. Quirk. I completed the season, but I was so appalled by the way Ms. Vernsby treated Mr. Quirk, I decided not to join for a second season. She routinely singled him out, and her actions did not seem motivated by a genuine interest in educating him, but rather humiliating him. Did you call him those things in front of everybody?
I said he had no talent. He was coming and not having any preparation, so therefore he couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the preparation part. If you had said to him, I feel that you're unprepared, you got this wrong and you're that wrong, this is a team sport, and we're all counting on you to do better,
Yes.
that is one thing. But yelling at him and calling him talentless and unintelligent, that's not the same thing. I am not going to order him to pay you the $600. Everyone who enters into a contract has the expectation and the right to be treated fairly and humanely in front of their peers. Verdicts for the defendant.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
Daniel, I'm sorry it went this way. I think you're a great guy, but I do think you should fulfill your contracts.
If you treat people with kindness, you'll be a better coach and a better person.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.